This is my 2005 Mercedes SLK350. I bought it in auction for about $800 in June of 2022. At that time, the odometer showed 215,075 miles. Now, almost 2 years later, the odometer shows 215,075 miles. I've driven it to the back of my house and then to the front of my house, and that's it. Why? Because this car is cursed. It only starts when it wants to and fights me with every repair I try. So in this video, I'll show you the latest attempts to get this Mercedes back on the road. We'll check fuel pressure, install yet another starter, check compression, check timing because of the infamous Mercedes balance shaft issue, and we'll take a look inside the cylinders to see what's going on. Then, perhaps, we'll throw this car right in the trash. Normally, when you are diagnosing a no-start condition, especially in a Mercedes, you're looking for three things. You want fuel, you want spark, and you want air. Air is always around, okay? So we're looking for fuel and spark. We're going to add something else to this one. We're going to add timing, because if you know this engine right here, it came on several models. This, like I said, is the SLK350. They have something that's called a balance shaft, and it is actually a sprocket on a rod that runs from just above the crankshaft all the way to the backside of the engine, and it's supposed to make the engine run better. The problem is the teeth on the actual sprocket itself wear down, and that means the timing chain kind of moves around a little bit and you go out of time. So one of the things we are going to check is to see if our timing sprocket is out of alignment, if that all makes sense, okay? So the one thing I want to look at, we're going to check for spark right here. We're going to check for fuel, which is right there, and we're going to check the balance shaft by looking inside. They give us two little windows. So I think it's this one and this one, I believe, or is it the outside one? We're just going to have to go and see which one it is, and we're going to look for little stamps. And if we line up one stamp on this side, looking through the hole, we'll see hopefully the other stamp on this side. Okay, but to do that, you have to turn the engine. But first, let's check for fuel, and we'll check for spark. Okay, for those who have griped because my batteries are not ever charged, they are charged. I have two chargers right here. I have this one on the ground. I've got that one right there. The batteries I'm working with are older. So what I've done, I've purchased almost a new AGM battery. I found a great source here in town for batteries. It's fully charged. It's good to go. This is a 48. I need a 47, but this works. I mean, it barely fits in here, but it works. It has more cold cranking apps than what I need, or what the car needs, actually. And it's going to be perfect. So let's go ahead and give her a start. We'll get the fuel up to the fuel rail, hopefully, and we'll see what's happening. Are you fucking kidding me? All right, let's check the fuel. Let's see, we just got another electric bike delivered thanks to the FedEx guy. Super nice kid. And I do give him a little tip because he delivers all these bikes and they're so heavy. Anyway, let's see. Go in there. Why is this so difficult? There we go. Okay, so there's gas. We are getting gas. Now what I want to do is draw your attention over here. We're going to check for spark. This is a spark plug tester. It's kind of MacGyvered in here. It goes down to the spark plug. This should illuminate when the computer tells the coil right here to give me a spark. So let's do that. Hopefully the camera will stay put. Hopefully we'll get a spark. Here we go. Did we have a spark? I can't see it anymore. Okay, we are getting a spark. which is good and not good. So now I'm thinking, is the engine just not timed right because of the balance shaft sprockets? I love saying that word, sprockets. Or is the starter that I installed bad? So the easiest thing, I don't want to climb under the engine just quite yet. So what I want to do is take a look at my little indicators. As you can see, we have one crank that has been turned to the correct position. We're checking the two stamps right here. This is your left. And if I go down right here, see the stamp? Oh, this is good. I've only done this like 4 times. See how the stamp is right there? Okay, that's perfectly in the middle. And if I come down right here, see this one? It's perfectly in the middle. So that means our balance shaft is okay. The sprockets are holding up so far, I think. Which means, I think some people were right. I think the starter that I pulled was not a good starter. So let's test the old starter because I've already removed it. And the new one is right there. This is a very close-up view of the starter that we just put on, okay? Now, I want to show you what happens when I give her power. She kind of works, but not all the way, all right? We're gonna watch right here, okay? Let's power up here. Make sure we're getting 12 volts. Now, when I connect these two things right here, where is it? Right there. We should see this spin and it should rise, correct? Watch this. The smoke you see, I'm using a little bitty wire. This isn't rising. It's not getting in the right position. See? It's defective. That's been my problem all along. So, since I'm so good at removing starters and putting them back in, that's all we have to do, and hopefully we'll get this girl fixed. Okay? But this is a piece of junk. The one I got from the junkyard is so fitting. The rebuilt one, I've already tested it, and it works just fine. So the newly rebuilt one right here will go in, and it's going to work great. Then I get to throw away this starter and the one on the box, because this one is the one that'll fix everything. All right, my little monkey wrenches. I'm covered in dirt. Yep. We got a beautiful sunset going on right there, and I think we're ready to turn the key because I have a garage full of tools on the ground. I got everything buttoned back up. We have our new to us fully charged battery right there. I still have to put the engine cover on. I have reattached the camshaft position sensors. Remember, both those little emblems, the stamps looked good. We're going to give her a start and see, and then I got to take a shower because this is a mess. I hope this works. My goodness, I hope this works. And that means tomorrow we can take her around the block for the first time in how many years of ownership? 2 or 3 or so? I don't know. I can't even remember. Please, 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 give me a start. Here we go. And there's nothing. Come on, do it one more time. And there's nothing. Let's just see if we can turn this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this turns. So the engine is moving. Why is this not wanting to start? Oh my gosh, please, just do something positive for once in your life. Come on, just do something. It sounds just like the other one. Something is weird. What a big piece of crap, you know? It's another wasted 2 hours. So we're gonna go have a drink. Or 7. No microphone this time, but we just tried to start the car to test our fuel pressure, and we're getting about 48 PSI. Okay, 3.12 bars, which to me should be plenty. I mean, I'll check it out, but that's the fuel pressure on this piece of crap. What I want to check for now is water in the cylinders, all right? Because I've had a lot of people say, hey, you had an issue with the you-know-what, and it was smoking like you-know-what, so you have water in the cylinders. So what I've taken the spark plugs off, got the coils just kind of sitting right here. I've disconnected fuse number 4 in the trunk, which runs the fuel pump, and I removed the fuel relay as well. So what I want to do is just see what comes out of here. We'll try to give her a start. If stuff comes out, we'll get the borescope, take a look inside, and then we're going to do a compression test as well. So help me look for water flying out of the engine. Get ready. Look closely. That doesn't sound right. That does not sound right at all. I don't think that's, oh my gosh. And I smell fuel. Did you see any water shooting out? I don't even think it turned. To be honest, I don't. Oh, that's a beautiful picture right there. Okay, so we have the timing chain, cam sprocket right there. So just watch and let me know if the timing chain moves. Okay, I'm hoping that it does. All right, look closely. Here we go. What did it do? All right, that's good news. We have movement, which is great. We don't have water in the cylinders, which is great. I didn't even review that video. I trusted that you guys would let me know. I'll have to go back and look at it, but there's no wetness anywhere. Now we got to check for compression. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll check all 6. I'll compare the 2. You don't want any of them outside of a 10% difference, and you'll be good to go. So what do you think is going to happen now? Are one of these cylinders, 2 of these cylinders, 3 of these cylinders bad? I don't know. Let's find out. Hopefully my high quality Pittsburgh gauge set is high quality. We're just going to see what happens, okay? It's a nice little set. You get 3 different adapters. It's a quick disconnect. Everything should be fine. So let's test. We're just going to do cylinder, I'm going to call this cylinder 1. And see what we got. We're going to do this for 6 to 10 seconds. And then we're going to write it down. Here we go. Well, that doesn't seem to be too great, does it? Is it falling slowly? Cylinder 2, once again. Cylinder number 3. Cylinder number 4. Cylinder 5. Finally, cylinder number 6. Well, I tested cylinder, what I'm calling 3 again, and this is what I got. So I moved this up to 90, and here's how all of the cylinders did, okay? But it just seems so low. I mean, the engine does have 267 quadrillion miles on her. I don't know, 220 something maybe, I don't remember. But that just to me seems like low compression everywhere. But if I started the car, drove her around the front, stopped her, and then tried to start her again and she doesn't start, why not? Why would the compression play such a big difference in how the car starts or not? Anyway, these are the spark plugs. Okay, they are Autolite, they are crusty, they are gross, and they are well used. And so the good cylinder was this guy. The lowest was this guy, and they kind of look alike. All these look alike. They're just old and used up. Kind of like me. Anyway, we'll put the compression tester back to sleep. If I can find my Boroscope, which I have a nice one, I product tested, and I just don't remember where I put it. We will do that next. But anyway, in the comments, let me know. I mean, because that's a thing. Okay, let's call 111, just call it 110, so 10% would be 11. So I guess we're out on all of them. Did I just have one good cylinder? It's crazy. This engine is driving me crazy, and it is so close to just being crushed to smithereens. We have brought out our Boroscope. Okay, this is a pretty good one. It will give me front and side camera views, and I'm trying to position this so you can see what's going on. Does that work for you right there maybe? Let me see. I've got a camera. Here we go. This is the side, and that's the valve right there. Look at all the scratching. Look at all that. Now hopefully I can turn this. Yeah, see how as we back up. Look at the scratching right there. See? And then as we back up some more, we're going to get to the valve. That's the valve. That's a hot mess. We'll go into cylinder number 2. And what do we see? Well, we see coolant. And look at that. Come on, little camera, catch up with me. So, this engine is toast. Look at the side, and we've got coolant in there, so we still have a head gasket. Let's go to 3. Look at the oil and everything. That's bad. Okay, now let's go look at the other side. See this one. That one looks the best out of all of them so far. Look at all this scarring right here. Here we go. Let's go in here and just see. Maybe it's not the bottom. That didn't, I mean, look at the side of the walls though. What I'm doing is I'm hitting the camera to move clockwise and counterclockwise so you can kind of go around the cylinder walls. It just takes a while for the camera to catch up, or the display to catch up with the camera. What happened to this engine? And that looks like coolant. Whoa. Okay, well, leave in the comments everything wrong with this engine, which there's a lot. So there's just the cylinder. Well, officially, that is the end of this series of videos because I'm waving in the Blue Mechanics paper towel. I'm done with it. I'm done. And I've wasted, like I said, too much time, too much money, too much space. I got little Millie sitting outside. She deserves to be inside, and you deserve to be in a junkyard. So, thank you guys for watching and staying with me on this little journey to hell and back. I hate this car. I really do. I had so much hope for it. I thought it was a good looking car, but it just has fought me every single step of the way. So we're going to say goodbye, muchacho. Whoever gives me, I don't even care anymore, money for this car, haul her away. I'm done, okay? Anyway, we have several other cars we're going to be working on. I'm sitting on an electric bike. There's another one right there. I've got a review for this one, and I've got two back there that I have to review. So stay tuned for all of that. All right, everybody. With that being said, have a good day. We're done. I'm done. History. History. Yeah. Whew.